I'm gonna use a steel on this floor because I have 3 of them now. I'm gonna try to keep stuff at 2. HP and MP boost? Ooh, a good thing. Those are so rare. And we got some horde on this level. Good thing I did steal, because I already got another one. Can I hit this guy across here? Yeah. I think these guys need more than just a single hit. Yeah, he's not going to quite die to that. Sadly. Yeah, I got raised, guys. I can raise the people that I'm not with. I think this is not going to quite be enough. Which means I should do 2. Oh, one of those just spawned. I don't know, maybe I should just cast stone twice and be done with it. Although I think stone twice is not going to be enough either. 3 times? Just raise yourself. I know, so easy. Thanks. Thanks for that wisdom. Are you not dead yet? Good grief. Here, just like... More witching. How's there a coffer back there? Why did I not open that when I ran through last time? I don't understand. Oh, I should have just left him. Fortune. Re-raise when? Is my question. There's nothing in here with me, so... Ooh, beetles have a lot of goddamn health. I am level 14. Oh, something's coming up behind me. And it's a dung beetle with your fucking massive amount of health. I want to see if you can, like, avoid rhino attack, maybe? More fortune. I was like, I learned Fludor. I didn't think that existed anymore. I guess it does. It's just useless. Yeah, I do still have it. It binds the target. You know what? That's probably not useless in Palace of the Dead, honestly. That would be helpful. Because I could just, like... Nope, that's the wrong button. Bind and then run away. And they can't follow me. No, it doesn't bind them for very long. Fair enough. Alright, Hornet. Good grief. That's... Well, we don't talk about it, but apparently I didn't respect the Hornets. But you can just, like, run away. Yeah, see, I arranged that. And you don't have to run that far. Oh, no, this is the exit. I gotta go all the way back to the other side. Oh, somebody's at my door. Is that my sister or is that some random person? Well, no one's there anymore.
Big yawn.
Thank you.
Hello.
Bro.
Hello.
Sieg. Sieg.
I was about ready to ping his ass, but never mind. Dude. I was about to say tank stance, but I looked at it's already on.
Joined as one, never to be parted, unbound by past or future in this single perfect moment. We shall draw your memories from you.
Like party groups. In diagonals and light party groups.
Memories of ice.
Blue 3-4, yellow 1-2.
Let's see, fair.
Surprisingly, this one.
Must you interfere?
Shit, it's already said that. My bad.
Together. In diagonals and together. Remember in and sides. Four. In and sides. Diagonals and max melee, remember that. Arm's length sure cast. Wait for second lion breath.
Your memories belong to us.
Nope. No arm's length sure cast. Healer will be.
You are unworthy of our utopia.
Book against Ifa. Sides and max melee. Spread first. North south max melee and spread. Spread. Raid wide first. Sides and max melee. And stay.
They fade.
Do not move. Paint Buster. This is where
Your time draws near.
Arms length your cast problems.
We good?
Yeah.
Depending on
I'm
alt.
good.
Just asking more along the lines of if anybody had anything they had a problem with.
I actually do need a second. Let's see. My I gotta like make Discord louder.
I like your new glamour, Maya.
This is my winter glam.
What, just for me? Thank you.
Winter, please. That is cute though. I like it.
Red Riding Hood.
Alright, I turned everybody up.
I feel like our buffs aren't really lining up at the 8
Well,
minute mark properly.
There they didn't line up because
The deaths.
if I had held Riddle of Fire Brotherhood, I would have lost an entire use. So I used it after the LB3. Otherwise, they would line up right around the 8-minute mark.
If we survive.
Yeah.
Everybody's got, yeah, pretty much most people's got delayed because of the deaths anyway. Otherwise, it would have been fine.
Joined as one, never to be parted, unbound by past or future in this single perfect moment. We shall draw your memories from you.
Light parties. Stay. Diagonals and max melee. And stay.
Memories of ice.
Blue 3, 4, yellow 1, 2, orange A.
Must you interfere?
Together next. Sides and max melee. Diagonals and max melee, remember that. Three. Diagonals and max melee.
Begone!
Diagonals and max melee, remember that. Arm's length surecast.
Now your memory
Wait for breath. Diagonals and max melee. Cleave. Good. Stay focused.
You are unworthy of our utopia. Such fragile things.
Remember sides and max melee. Spread first. North-south max melee and spread. Spread. Raid wide first. Sides and max melee and stay.
They shatter. They fade.
Stay.
Oh shit. Sorry.
Hot. Good.
No! Our utopian cannot
Good.
That was my fault on the
Nice.
Shiva puddles. I didn't slide far enough. I mispositioned myself to begin with.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Could have
sorry
killed
for
it faster.
sorry for almost
Is she
killing
alright?
East Side on that Titan
Uh,
strat.
You got so lucky there, dude.
Dude,
Only 4,000 health was left with me. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
oh,
I
okay.
saw that. I'm like, mm.
For some
you know
reason,
what was nice. Nobody got triggered. Everybody just kept going.
in my brain was just like spread, and you said stay, and I was like, fuck, I already moved.
I'm like, bro, we did spread like literally like 15 seconds ago. What the fuck is wrong with you? Short-term memory loss? Forehead?
It's probably from me last night because I was telling him every time you say stay, all I hear is
remember.
and I just move.
Spread?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Gaia.
Apparently I say spread.
Mine
Yes.
was the seat
You
of
don't,
Ultros.
but my brain hears that.
What the fucking hell, man? What in the damn hell?
I also realized,
I shall
like 30
restore
seconds
the
into the
power
pull, that there
of
was a
darkness
problem
to
with my
this
hotbar.
star.
Tornado kick was not on it.
And that was
we
our second
resetting?
pull.
I shall fulfill
I mean, you guys can keep going if you want. I know what's happening, so good luck. Toodaloo.
I give up already.
Let's not waste time.
By the
Yeah,
will
actually, that
of
is a good point. We
ancients.
actually want to spend as much time in this second phase as much as we can.
That's not what you mean. We're gonna one-shot it.
Nope.
God
Right.
damn it, Winter! You notice how you didn't say that tonight? And look, you
Save
shotted
this.
it.
Save this.
I already got it saved.
Okay.
Save
so
what? Oh,
the
this.
Waymark. Waymark's
Uh,
further back.
Am I putting it to me, or does it even matter?
You want to pull it to an edge. It's up to you how you want to do it. My group pulls it like to C, but you can pull it like you can keep it at A if you want. No big deal. Either
Now
way.
I watched.
Doesn't it make more
read
sense
the
to
document.
bring it to C just because then less people have to move?
That's why I do it.
Okay,
But it's up to your group.
let's do that then.
I mean, I pull with True North, so
Yeah, boy! Sorry, 99th percentile. Alright, anyway, let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't
I'm
even
sure I
wanna know
did
what
really
my
great
parse
on
was.
that pull, yeah.
I forgot a lot of this fight.
Actually,
just
Seek,
gonna
tell me what I got.
53.
Oh, that's not.
Alright, Sifa, you wanted to tank this, right? So good luck.
Okay.
Just do short pulls, like 10-second
Yeah.
pulls, so you can save much time.
And it's okay if we forget. Yeah.
16 seconds. Get the hell out.
Oh, I don't need to pre-shield because it
Well,
goes
the-
down to 1.
Divine Veil is actually still useful here because it actually helps for the later
Am
one.
I taking the first thingamabob? Like baiting the first?
I shall fulfill
first
my
one.
duty as the Oracle of Darkness.
So that'd be a yes.
Yeah, well you can, or I can. Doesn't matter.
I'll do it.
No, you can pull it farther
By
back,
the
honestly.
will of the ancients.
Well, not right now because it's
Yeah,
back.
I was just gonna say.
So you wanna pull her back and then go to the middle so it's easier for the healers to heal.
Yeah. Ooh, this is even more fucking damage.
Yeah.
Whispers of
Keep pulling it further back.
Smite my foe.
Okay, we just gotta look at what's happening first. So it's stacked first.
I can move for now. Okay. We didn't
Well-
discuss groups, but
This I would assume that we would do the same Titan groups that we normally do.
It's fine. You said you wanted to bait Sifa?
yeah.
Okay. Everybody else tuck in. Everybody else tuck in. Do not spread. Yet. Just
Oh,
go
I
inside the
popped
targeting
knock-
circle.
I popped knockback way too early.
Get ready to gap closer if you want.
Oh shit!
Okay.
There's knockback there.
Yeah, that timing was a little tighter than I
That-
thought it was gonna be.
Same. I thought it was gonna be a lot longer.
Just keep
but-
going so you can see more. Just keep going so you can see more. Oh, never mind. I guess everybody's dead.
Do we
I
wanna,
realized my AoE was coming out. I was like, oh, I'm dead.
do
I
we
have no
wanna-
heals. I have no assist.
do Melee want to talk about where they want to end up there?
Let's do this. Let's do this. How about this? Everybody uses a waymark to say where they're going. I'm gonna be like right under the boss, so I'm gonna be at A.
I'm guessing
I
Kay
forgot.
and Rio are gonna want to be flanked, so I guess I
Well,
could be like.
I
Do I have
mean-
enough time to get?
Yeah, you
over
can.
there?
As long as you gap closer right away and you can run back to the edge.
I
Okay.
See,
forgot
it would be
how
helpful
to-
for me if I can be in the middle of the boss because Shikuchi puts me in the middle of the boss. Not
You can
on
do
the
that.
flank,
That's fine.
so.
I'll be back here then.
I can't seem to pull up my thing.
Stand where you wanna stand,
I shall
Ryoko.
fulfill my
Oh,
duty
there's a
as
boss
the
there.
Oracle of Darkness.
My bad.
Well, we're just planning where to go for the spreads, but
Yeah, that's it.
I'll explain this part then. So for the spreads, just everybody use a waymark to plan where they're gonna stand.
Can I just be southmost? I can't find where the waymark thing is because I don't have it on my bar
Is this
anymore.
is this where we've been hit back?
Oh well, A is where the boss is, so you're gonna get hit back
Okay.
like towards where the boss is standing right now. So I'll
Okay.
take
Oh,
C,
right, okay.
and then I guess Ryoko can be D.
Yeah,
Because ideally center should be like a healer, or like something so to heal us back up after that. So who wants to take one? Any of the healers call it out.
I'll take one.
Okay.
Are we able to use knockback resist?
No, you cannot. Not for this one.
Okay.
Actually, not. You don't really use knockback resist this part. Okay, so the other range DPS and healer should plan out where they're going, and the other healer as well. Like I can actually like move farther back to over here, like to see if you guys need to. Okay, somebody's gonna go to 4. Okay, southeast. Place the waymark. Then I'll place it there. Then we should have space like for Eisen's too, because he's at southeast.
Yeah.
From where the
I was
boss is
being dumb.
facing.
So which groups also are going on which Titan groups are going on which flanks?
We'll do that. We'll do that next.
Okay.
So-
Ari, do you want to be your usual west side relating to the boss? Obviously, because we flip it around, don't we, at the moment?
This is 1 second. This is relative. So one group is
Yeah,
back left.
not
One
bad.
group is one live party group is back left. One group is back right. So B is back right. A is back left right now.
Do you want to stick to your usual back left, Ari, or no? No, okay.
You are back right now, Winter.
Oh, sorry, my microphone was apparently not
No,
working the
but
full
compared
night.
to where the boss is, because the boss is usually here.
Yeah.
No.
At this point.
Actually, no.
Here.
Here.
The boss.
Here we go. There. If we're trying to not to confuse each other, there.
Yeah.
So I'm the
So
boss
the boss
right
is
now.
going to be where Sieg is.
Yeah, I was gonna
Usually
be on the
I'm
west
over
side.
this side.
It's fine.
I want. Okay.
So Winter's light party group is on the back left side. So in that case, it should be Maya and Kay over here. So that's light back left, back right. Okay. And then there is the other
Man,
the
I've
other
been
the other
talking this
mechanic
whole
for that
night
part that you
and
guys
nobody
didn't
can
see
hear
is
me
the
because my microphone
stack
wasn't
that's
working.
is the spread first and then stacked,
Right.
which is easy enough. You
That's
just
wondering why, like, nobody was
healers, basically what we
reacting
do
to,
is just do the
anything I
same thing.
said.
We pre-stack like this, so we get knocked back around the same positions. But everybody should be running in towards the boss. Like after that, after they get knocked to, ideally like
Wherever.
1 or 2 respectively. Like, well, it's not wherever, but yeah.
And by
A gets
saying
knocked to
run
1
in,
and B gets knocked to 2. You guys run into the boss basically.
Do you mean everyone pop sprint there, or is it just normal walking speed?
Normal walking is fine. You don't
Okay.
have to top sprint.
Just,
Don't gap close.
Just so not one person just starts booking it.
Just
towards fucking
don't pay attention to what I'll be doing. I will be in the stack. I'll say that right now. And anyway, we'll just get to that part first. We'll just get to we'll just do this part sequentially.
So the divine. So shields last through the 1 HP mechanic.
Well,
is that correct?
my shield is 30 seconds. That's why it'll last throughout it. If your shield is a lesser duration, it might not.
Oh, mine's 30.
I shall fulfill my duty as the Oracle
Then it should.
of Darkness.
Yeah. Oh.
Don't forget to tuck in Zika.
By the will of the ancients.
I know. I'll be using cooldown.
Oh god, buttons.
Ouch, motherfucker.
Nice
Damn it.
star. I just realized
Everything.
where it was.
Shush.
Whispers of ruination. Smite my foe!
It's spread first. Tuck in into the boss's targeting circle. Do not be farthest from the boss. Don't forget after this you run to your spot, Tifa.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
oh wait,
you
no,
can't,
I didn't. I didn't. Never mind, because it was stack.
You can't gap
Thanks,
close.
Tifa.
I was thinking spread. I'm sorry.
I just
I
didn't
was
heal
thinking
people.
spread.
I just heard people panic. I'm like, shit, my timing is fucked up. Because I actually gap closer there, but if you decide to gap closer, you can actually sprint back.
Does this last long enough if I do it
I
here?
shall fulfill my duty as the Oracle of Darkness.
Ah!
You put your star in the middle, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. It's alright, it's only Steve that doesn't get it.
By the will of the ancients. Whispers of ruination. Smite my foe!
Back first.
Venn diagram. Gap closer.
What?
Nice.
Rio!
I went to my spot and then
You're
people
supposed to be
were
back
no.
right, or back,
Uh,
yeah, right.
You should. Yeah.
I'm confused why Jonas was up there too.
Oh, make a
I
good
thought Jonas
tank.
was hanging back.
Past, present,
Oh.
future.
Hey, basic relativity.
Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
Yeah, I kind of panicked because I saw.
Oh yeah, it's
Jonas.
a spread damage. It's spread
So
damage.
that was my fault.
Oh, we won't be able to survive that with people dead anyway.
Yeah.
I remembered that for as I
keep
died.
going.
I know.
Just keep going until people are used to that.
I mean, you
If it helps, you guys actually can gap closer. There's no problem, but you guys can pop sprint there, but you won't have sprint for basic relativity for some parts. Just go. I think everybody's ready. Oh, or I'll press it, I guess.
well, you have been pressing it. That's why.
Oh, have I been?
Yeah, except on the first pull, I didn't.
Okay.
Second one, you did.
Yeah, I just assumed you were, if it wasn't me.
Since it's Divine Veil, so yeah, you do you.
Oh, right. I didn't want to do that.
Just keep pulling
I
until
shall
people get the hang
fulfill
of
my duty
the stack
as
and
the
spread.
Oracle of Darkness. By the will of the ancients. Whispers of ruination.
I gotta make a point to move into the middle there.
Smite my foe!
Spread first.
Jonas, you don't. Never mind.
Second. Do not get closer.
Oh shit.
Wow, you guys actually
Eh,
did not run in as much as I thought. Okay.
I should take to the middle here, shouldn't I?
Yes. I'll give you a tip,
Right
Sifa.
after
Just
this.
look at the ground circle if you need to center the boss.
Yeah.
Man, my OCD is triggering. It's
Past,
fine.
present,
Sorry.
future.
Get behind the
Infinite
boss.
possibilities
passage.
condensed into a single moment.
I have
Yeah,
an
it hurts like
eyeball.
a bitch.
I don't remember what I'm supposed to do. Well, I actually just don't know. I want to say to go stand near the yellow
Yeah,
line.
it's not exactly center yet, but you'll learn.
Yeah.
Oh,
And we're dead here.
ow.
Yep, goodbye.
Oh wait, I have to wait till this goes off, right?
Wait, are we doing the uptime or the normal one?
And then I move out
I
of
need
the
to go
way.
bring this up.
Up to you guys. Uptime is definitely much better.
I
the-
haven't even looked. I slightly looked over it, so I don't even because I didn't understand like positions on it. I was just kind of going off of what
See,
I.
could you like maybe like use markers and walk us through it? Since we're
Oh god, here we go again. Fine, okay. Anyway, let's see. There will be 7 traffic lights. And one of them will be yellow. Yellow will basically be the quote-unquote north spot for most people. So in this case, we'll just assume A is north. You guys can see 2 blue tethers coming from the boss and 2 yellow tethers. So the 2 yellow tethers are always going to be perpendicular to the yellow traffic light. So if you need to discern like where like the north spot is, you look for the yellow tether and look perpendicularly. Secondly, the yellow spots, since we're doing the uptime stuff, I'm planning on us doing the uptime stuff.
Oh my god!
Sorry, I deleted it by accident. So if we're doing the uptime stuff, we're gonna be using those spots exactly. I will try to find a bigger screen for it.
Spots exactly.
Basic relativity better uptime stuff, because the way it works is that we basically have to do things. Each of us has our own role basically. The deep tanks and healers will either get the water stack or the gaze, and it'll be both tanks or both healers at once. It won't be like mixed up or anything. The DPS will get fast fire, ice or fire, and one of those will be faster than the other. The duration will be like 14 seconds and 28 seconds from what I remember. So what's gonna happen,
Hey,
since we're doing
Ari.
the uptime, is that I'm just gonna assume A is
In Final
north.
Fantasy
I'm just gonna keep A.
or in real life? I'm assuming
If
Final
A is
Fantasy
north and the boss
in-game.
is in the direct center,
Congrats!
Sifa and I will just look at, we'll just
Where'd
aim
you,
ours like
get it?
slightly north of the median of the perpendicular of the east and west spots. We'll aim it slightly north so the lasers won't clip each other and it won't hit the
Huzzah.
group like in the first
Best
picture.
zone. I love the mountains.
So the tanks are taking the first beam.
Correct. In the uptime strat, the tanks are taking the first beam. The healers and the ice DPS are standing in the. If you guys remember the true north position, you guys
Yeah.
are standing basically like in the true north spot at Delta, basically. Delta true north, and you guys will be stacked together. The healers and the ice person.
That's
be
if
guys be-
that's if we would true north relative to the yellow traffic light.
Oh
Or
yes,
true north
you'll
relative.
always all this movement is relative to the yellow traffic light. The yellow traffic light is A right now.
Okay. Right.
And the 2 fire people will be if it's fast fire. And if you guys know that your fire stuff is gonna explode fast, we need like one going like back like 2, one fire group going 4, basically. So we're gonna separate it into 2 halves of the arena, basically. So for the DPS, we need like, assuming A is the yellow traffic light, we need 2 DPS as left group and 2 DPS as right group if they have the fire or a priority system. So it's up to the DPS if they want to go like to 2 or if they want to go to 4 to mitigate the fire, to resolve the fires correctly. DPS should talk amongst themselves right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
'Cause
Can I go
that's
to
why
the
that's why
toilet
I'm
while that
waiting.
happens?
Yes, I'm just waiting for the DPS to talk right now.
Yes.
I'll look for a bigger picture for the uptime shit.
We could just do Titan stacks.
We can do Titan stacks, but what if the 2 people in that group are part of the Titan stacks?
If you're paired with the dancer would adjust.
There you go. In this case, it would be Queena, Kay and Maya then. if that's the case. And then if it's Ryoko and Aizen, then
I
Ryoko will
guess
adjust.
I would adjust, yeah.
That means if it was if Aizen and Ryoko were like 4-2, that means Ryoko would be 2 and Aizen would be 4. I'll let you guys figure it out, basically. And this is for the first position. This is for the first traffic light explosion. The second traffic light explosion will be somewhat similar to this, but the tanks, the healers will stand like fairly close to the tanks. So I'll adjust this positioning again. Tanks will actually like move slightly. Will still be within uptime range. Healers will be slightly south of them, so they would be like a little bit. I'll use B and C for this. So healers would be like B or C. The reason for this is we want to stand like this because the yellow traffic light itself does the most damage to the people closest to it, and ideally the people closest to it by a small margin should be the tanks. Healers, then the reason healers are second here is because they might have the gaze, so they don't want to petrify anybody. As for the DPS who took the ice, who had ice, will be baiting theirs like a certain distance away from the boss as well. So they'd be like here-ish. I think they can be a little bit more in actually. I'll just place it like here and here, basically. And those are for the 2 ice people. The other DPS will be standing. The fire DPS will be standing here, perpendicular or parallel to them.
I'm very confused.
Oh, you just got back. That's why. So B and C are healers. Fuck it. I'll just fucking use I'll just use the colors as marked spots. Actually, shit. Never mind. This would have been easier if we did not do this here.
It would probably help if you're not looking at the uptime picture to.
Here, I'll just use the colors. So C and 3 are Sieg and Sifa. B and 2 are Ari and Winter. And then I can't color code the DPS stuff, so the DPS are basically like there and there. The ice DPS.
And this is for the second beam.
This is for the second beam, yes. Remember, you want to be slightly in than the tanks. You don't want to be all the way out because the tanks want to be all the way out closest to the yellow traffic light. And the fire DPS would be like right here, perpendicular to D4 or parallel to D4, but not getting hit by the lasers. So the reason why the ice people are at D4 is because they want to bait the lasers closest farthest.
Yeah.
Everybody still with me so far, or is there?
I think looking at the picture just is helping more a lot with the explanation. So.
Yeah. And then for the last part, the healers are going to go farther out. So the healers are going to go here and here respectively.
Oh, I guess not quite as far as I thought.
To bait the lasers if they're close or far.
Oh, yeah.
The DPS, if the DPS who had fire, if it's slow fire, your fires would trigger here. You guys would stand like over here, or actually, yeah, over there. Actually, yeah, healers should be like farther out if they can.
On the tiptoe of the battle.
Yeah, and the DPS should be there and there. Actually, they can be closer in. Actually, just to be safe, just to be super safe, so they don't clip the healer with the fire. So they can be like farther in. We'll adjust based on that, and then everybody else, the tanks and the ice DPS, will be ideally over here, doing their own thing.
Okay.
All right. I think my job's pretty easy. I stand here.
To call where we
I
want to
stand.
go.
Ideally,
west,
like yeah,
relative of
the
the yellow one.
Traffic light.
Yep.
So you're going to B if the traffic light was
Correct.
true north right now.
Right.
Okay, I'll go to.
And just note that healers, you might have to pay attention to where the blue line is going, like the blue line from the boss is going, because the blue line denotes that it's going to be the slow traffic light.
Okay.
So another easy way to tell is that if you recall in the second pattern, if you check if the laser is coming from behind or if it's coming from in front of you. If it's coming from in front, if the laser is coming from in front of you,
I don't understand this laser distance at all.
which means that you're facing like where we're standing right now. If the laser's coming from like here, that means you know that the last lasers are going to come from the yellow traffic light side.
Okay.
Yeah, I lost you there. So,
Yeah.
okay, so
We
here's
take
the-
note of the blue. Take note of the
you
blue
can,
where
you
they
can
are.
take note of the blue tether, and you take note of the blue tether, and then basically like be the closest person to the blue tether. Basically, is what I'm trying to
Okay.
say.
Of
And
wherever we relative said to go. So
Cor-
whichever one's closest to 2 for me, that's the blue.
Yes.
2
So
and blue. Go
you would
to.
either be at 2, or you would be like or over here.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
because in the third pattern there is an AOE coming from the yellow traffic light. That's why. Is everybody still with me so far, or?
Yep.
So I have a quick question. The picture in the uptime strat, do they not always like go in that respective order?
What do you mean?
Like the way that you would have to bait the lasers.
Oh, the lasers are always aren't always in that order. So the reason why you see the lasers in the second and third picture like that, it's because they're counting all the possibilities. So
Okay.
they're counting for all the possibilities of the lasers. That's why. So if you see like the curved part of the laser, that's where it's aiming from. And if you see the laser, the part of the purple line that's faded, that's where it ends up at. So it's counting for the lasers that are aimed at the front or the back.
The second beam is the ice DPS, right?
Correct.
Whether it's slow or fast, it doesn't matter.
I just need to get
If
see
it's
this
fast,
now.
then
It's always ice DPS, correct. The reason and the reason why it's always ice DPS is because everybody getting hit by the laser gets a debuff that will kill you if you get 2 stacks of it. And the fire people always gets their own debuff from the fire damage that they get. Everybody else doesn't. So that's why everybody else has to take the lasers and not the fire DPS. Who takes second? Gibby? I think somebody. I think people asked that already. Okay. Anybody? Any other questions?
Yes, one more question. It's after the first lasers go off that we move to the second position, right?
After the first laser. Yes. So every movement here is based
On the lasers.
is based on the lasers firing. Correct.
Okay.
And because rewind's
then
gonna
the
happen.
AoE.
Sorry. Good.
No, go. I was just talking out loud.
I was just saying the rewind effect is gonna happen like right after we move into position for second laser, right?
The rewind is after the saving position is during the second laser. Yeah. The position saving.
Okay.
Any other questions? Do we have a different marker set up for uptime? We do not at the moment because we actually do need to keep we can't change markers freely. So it's better for you to practice like during it. But it does keep the same markers like right now, so you just have to look at the same glyphs. It's roughly the same. You can look at the same glyphs during E12S for this.
So you're saying I should use.
And remember, like
E12S.
no, I'm looking at look at the ground. Like you can use the same patterns as the E12S stuff. Like
okay.
see like you can see like Max Melly's like right here, for example.
Yeah, I know what you're saying there.
And we can't use markers because the position of the yellow marker is always different. The position of the yellow traffic light can always be
Right.
different. It's not fixed.
Right.
So
Yeah,
you
I
can't
know.
always use. No, it's for I'm answering Eisen's question.
Oh. I missed it.
Any other questions? Try again. Let's see. Yeah, for the ice, whoever's going left ice and right ice should be the same pattern as the fire. How the DPS decide like which fire position they're going to, or which fire group, or which light
I mean,
party,
I
or
guess
whatever.
we would just have to pay attention to who gets it. It's just gonna be like Worm Limit 2 if the
Sounds
DPS
like
have to swap
DPS
it,
have to
so-
do a lot
And
of.
again, this is the hardest relativity, so don't be too discouraged if we fuck it up a bunch of times. Like my group did. Like my group's got stuck in the first phase. Like for one instance, we just got stuck here doing this part. And for all relativities, please stand behind the boss. Otherwise, you will die, because relativities hit like a fucking truck.
I shall fulfill my
As
duty.
noted by how
Oracle
Isaac
of
died because he missed my
darkness.
passage.
By the will of the ancients.
Oh. I forgot Divine, sorry.
It's fine.
Whispers of ruination.
I'm gonna get more to the middle because Sieg just wants to stand off to like miles away.
Spread first. Back in. Don't get closer.
I hate this.
You don't have to move out because like everybody at that point should be yeah, you don't have to move out. I think you should be like you can just stand there just fine.
Past, present, future.
You can reprisal as soon as you see the cast bar, by the way.
Infinite possibilities.
'Cause this is 10
condensed
seconds cast.
into a single moment.
Okay, look for the yellow traffic light.
Slow fire. Me and K have fire.
I feel on fudge. Oh god.
Oh, I derped there.
Was I in the right place?
Winter other side.
Yeah, pretty sure you were in the right place. Me and K were in the wrong spot.
Why other side there, Ari?
You
You
might have
came to
I
the
don't-
west side. You're supposed to be on the east side.
No, that's the west side relative to the boss.
No, it's
that's
not.
the east side relative to the boss.
It's relative to the yellow pylon.
Yeah, where the
That's-
yellow's at.
That's what we're
yeah,
considering
I turned
north,
myself
not to the
around,
boss.
sorry.
Remember that everything's relative to the yellow pylon, not
Yep.
not where the boss is standing.
Yeah,
It's important that people discern that.
K, me and you should have been like with the group. Me and you.
Sifa, you don't have to be like all the way out north. Like I think like one small step farther because like that's the like you can that's just like you can align it like slightly more just by even like moving a small sliver.
Okay.
With
Otherwise,
But I
because
do want to be at max melee, right?
yes, so you'll be
Okay.
closest. So you'll be closest to the thing.
Okay.
So you'll be closest
With-
to the traffic lights next to you.
Okay.
with the water stack on the healers, do we just stand again just a bit in front of the tanks?
Oh, the water stack you don't have to worry about it. Like so the water stack happens like at the very end. So what's
Okay.
gonna happen? What's gonna happen after? I should explain. What's gonna happen is that it's gonna pause us, loop us back to where we were standing for the second laser, and then knock us back. Knock us from like if the traffic light was at A, it'll knock us towards C. At which point the tanks or healers basically like veer left or right, depending on like where their groups are,
Okay.
and then they basically stack together. Yeah.
One
So if
request. Oh, go ahead.
If healers get the gaze, we stand still in front of the tanks because the tanks need to get damaged by the yellow the yellow.
You want
traffic light, is that-
not directly in front. So like I'll
Oh,
place
to
the
the
markers
like
again.
here.
Yes. So here. So I'll position it again. So if the tanks are at B, you want to be standing like left or right of them, but still behind the DPS.
But
Oh, shit.
very slightly in front of them.
Very
very
slightly in
slightly.
front of them
Yeah,
because
okay.
you don't want the
The
you don't
damage.
want to be the closest to the yellow pylon or
Okay.
yellow traffic light or whatever.
Be 1 minute.
Okay, so I do have a quick request.
I'm back.
See,
What?
will you pull and then I can invoke during the first relativity?
Yeah, I can do that.
Because my fucking burst combo comes up right as I get fucking knocked back.
That's fine. I can do that. Sure.
I have one question. When she's going into basic relativity, what way is she facing?
It's random because the tank's priority is to keep her as center as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So I
it
just
honestly
need- I need
depends
to-
on how great we can place her, like in the
Okay.
center.
Okay, so I just need to pay attention to where the main
Correct.
tank is. Because I was like super confused as to like, am I,
Yeah,
Or just look at the targeting circle, man.
well, I mean, I couldn't see the targeting circle.
This buff will actually move around quite a bit because like there are some parts where we do actually want to keep her in the middle. Basic relativity is one of them. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah.
Was
You want to
Winter
turn off
back?
stance by the
Yep,
way?
yep.
Yeah, Winter said it was back.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not what I want to cast.
I shall fulfill my duty as the Oracle of Darkness. By the will of the ancients.
Are you still gonna provoke this one, Tifa?
You went what?
I mean, are you still gonna reprisal this shockwave pulsar?
Whispers
Yes.
of ruination.
You're still gonna bait farthest, right?
Yeah, I can do that.
My foe!
Okay, just making sure. Spread first. Back in, everybody. C-fight? Yep.
Yep.
Oh.
Ah!
Rip. Well, there goes the water bait. Okay, this is good. Yeah, we're dead here. Just wipe. Because we're not going to survive basic relativity.
Sorry, that was my bad.
Sifa, you don't have to max melee actually for that one. You can just, as long as you're outside the target circle, you're fine. So the boss doesn't move.
Future.
Fuck, turn off.
Alright.
I shall fulfill my duty as the Oracle of Darkness. By the will of the ancients.
Oh, it wasn't the right button.
Whispers of ruination. Smite my foe!
Back in. This is stacks, by the way. Oh, winter.
I thought it was very south then.
Behind the boss.
Past, present, future. Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
What happened?
You got clipped by
You got hit by
somebody.
two.
Yeah, you got hit by two. Very interesting that I didn't get hit, but you did.
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
I need to pay attention to where my blue tether is.
I would say just look at the marks
I said it.
on the ground. So we'll just stand like,
I didn't even see
like-
a blue
Yeah,
tether.
I just needed to move out.
so Sifa, like, we'll just move like one like out, like you see this line that's on the east to west side of any position. Just stand to the left or right of it, depending on where you need
Okay.
to go. That's probably the best. All right.
I was
Okay.
super confused. I was like waiting for ice to resolve, and I forgot it was slow ice.
Otherwise, we can like move farther there. We'll play around with it.
I'll try to call out if it's slow ice or fast ice, so that way.
Or you guys can always move
I
to those
shall
spots. No big
fulfill
deal.
my duty as the Oracle of Darkness.
Like that strat is designed for you guys to just do whatever.
Yep.
To always be in the spots, no, without
By the
any
will of the ancients.
particular issue. If you guys need to be fast or slow.
Whispers of ruination. Smite my foe!
Tuck in, or stay tucked in rather. Gap closer for those who have it for the melees. Rip.
Yeah, I
What?
panicked. I panicked again.
Should I just sprint there?
No,
You can if you
that
want.
was. She would have been fine if I hadn't have fucking panicked.
We're not gonna survive thingy. Go
Nope.
away.
We're not. Just wipe it.
Off.
Save time. Save time.
Past, present,
Gap closing is the hardest mechanic in the game.
infinite
Well, it's just
possibilities
like my brain
condensed
like
into a single
sees somebody on
moment.
top of me with an AOE, and it like I want to avoid them. But I keep forgetting that, you know, we're just gonna have to adjust after the gap closer.
Still hitting Siva with that. Just not even taking it at the start.
I shall fulfill my duty as the Oracle of Darkness. By the will of the ancients. Whispers of ruination. Smite my foe!
Oh,
Very good.
almost ran away from my group.
You might want to delay a bit on the provoke Sifa. Just right now it's fine. It's just I was trying to put the boss closer to the middle. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little bit skewed right now, but yeah.
Past, present, future.
My fault. I'm
Infinite
sorry.
possibilities condensed into a single
Yeah, you can just do it like during here,
Okay.
because like he does not doing anything anyway. And Reno.
I'm ice. Can I res in time?
Hope we
I
could.
got hit
We
by
have,
2 again.
I know.
think we have to go farther north. A little
for sure.
bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That time we do. And Ryoko and Maya needs to go farther out that time. So let's do this.
I was out.
No, but you guys got hit by the laser, but you guys aimed it at the healers and the tanks.
I was fire.
Fire.
No, I mean the. Wait, so somebody else should have aimed it then the second time.
It would have been Rio and Ison.
Yeah, I was I was like out here, but I guess that's not far enough.
All right, so look at the ground. So if the ground AoE is where the healers and tanks have to stack for that second one, the ice people go like two of these nubs left. That should do it.
To the
Two of
next
these
stick and
nubs
ball.
left and right.
So this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
The
guys
line.
can see like the ground pattern.
Yeah, I'm
'Cause-
just gonna say the circle that's like right
The
here.
the,
That'll
the
probably
dick
be
and balls, whatever you guys call it.
Yeah, the dick and ball.
That should be good enough, honestly.
You.
Because you didn't bait it.
Okay, so I
You-
stood on the ball here.
I know we gotta go farther out, like
Yeah,
slightly,
so
like
we
maybe on the
should be,
line,
like,
on
on
the
the
on the
X,
line, on the
on the
next
line.
line, maybe.
Okay.
We'll play around with it. It's fine. All right,
Okay.
let's go.
Because Eisen was like here, and I was like here, and I got the laser over him because I was closer to the street light.
Correct. That means if Eisen was ice, he has to bait it. He has to be the one baiting it.
Be over here.
Yes. All right, let's just go again.
In between the two bowls. It's the best way that you could
Favorite place.
map it out without needing markers.
I thought we were doing 16 seconds. So.
Oh, whoops, my bad.
I didn't even pay attention. It's fine.
I mean,
I
we're
must-
still learning, so.
My muscle memory in this fucking fight is still like. It's still like 25 seconds. I've done this fight. It's just clear runs, right?
Shit.
I shall fulfill my duty as the
I'm the same.
Oracle of Darkness. By the will of the ancients. Whispers of ruination. Smite my foe!
Fuck in. This is gap closer.
Oh my god, Rio, please.
I got Maya when she comes up.
I went back.
Okay. Maybe slightly more. Nope, she's not moving. All right.
Past,
Okay.
present, future. Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
Fast ice.
Get all the way this way. Shit, I got hit again.
The fire hit
Yeah,
us at the
straight,
yes.
straight through for south for everybody else.
Correct.
Boom.
So remember for that at that point the third pattern, the fires are east and west. That was actually not bad, honestly. Like C5 and I got hit by the ice, but we're tanks, so we doesn't give a fuck.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I went like southeast with a fire instead of directly west. That was my.
Yeah, we actually almost got it that time. It was good.
So,
I realized
the
where I fucked
healers.
up there because I forgot about the running to the. You gotta run directly south, so I got fucking just wrecked.
Winner's question?
with we want to skew ourselves closer to the blue tethered traffic light, or are we okay just going directly east-west?
I would say ideally closer to the blue tether traffic light.
Okay.
Since the thing that I'm worried, so here's why I'm worried. So I'll just use DB because DB and C are not used in this case. So here's the thing: like the group is like if the group is standing where I am, and you are standing like over here over there at B, are you closer to 3 or is the group closer to 3?
Yes. Okay.
That's the only small thing that I'm worried about. And also, like, yeah, that's the only small thing I'm worried about. So there are some points, I think, for healers, there are some points that you want to stand like at B, or there are some points where you want to like go farther, like stand like at like C or whatever, like
Okay.
as close as you can to the blue tether traffic lights, basically.
So, do you think right here would be good for the second tether bait or the laser bait? Because when I was standing here, I think I got knocked off the platform.
Oh well, the knocking off happens like way later in the in the fight. Like the knocking off is the. Oh, you got knocked
Well, I
off like
mean,
right here.
Yeah, I was standing here and my
Oh,
body
wait, all the way like,
as
over here.
yeah, as the wipe happened, my body went off the platform.
Okay, so I would say if that's the case, then you can maybe like move like one small square like right here to the circle next to it, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
We'll do
Also-
small adjustments.
Also, did we smack each other with the lasers at the beginning against Sieg?
We did. I mean, did you get Doom?
I didn't get Doom. No.
Neither did I, so we're good.
Okay.
We're supposed to get one stack because each of us gets hit by the laser once. Remember?
Okay. Okay.
That
That-
is the actual
That's
strat.
how it works.
Wait, this
okay.
is
Yes.
this is the max melee line, right?
Yes, this is
Yeah,
max
okay.
melee.
Yeah. So then right here's good.
Yeah,
'Cause
so
we're
so
further
we
out,
are
right?
revising the laser people getting it. So they're if the ice people are standing like to the balls next to the ball like next to the dick and balls or
Dick.
whatever you guys call it,
Yeah.
like right here. Any
Okay.
questions for that?
Yeah, Jonas has one.
Is the ice first location good, or are we ideally slightly further up so you don't clip the tanks? Like max melee should be good, honestly. If were you max melee, Aizen?
He probably doesn't know max melee.
He said he was. Then yeah, it's fine to clip the tanks. Honestly, the tanks are gonna be just okay, okie dokily. Getting hit by the ice. All right, let's go again. Wait. Before that, any other questions? Or are we good? Okay. Smaller revisions. Small revisions.
Figuring it out.
Actually, can't believe this strat works. It is an experimental strat, I will admit, but if it works, it works. For
Yep.
uptime and shit.
I shall fulfill my duty as the Oracle of Darkness. By the will of the ancients.
I just see the Tetra, I'm like, but he's gonna bring my health to 0 anyway.
Oh yeah.
It's okay. Just a reminder.
Whispers of ruination.
Someone wasn't standing in my star.
Who I can guess who it was. The guy you just ED'd, didn't it?
Mhm.
Venn diagrammed.
How?
You were too close to the left group for sure.
I was barely on the fucking positional plane.
That's the only way you could have died.
Oh god.
Sifa, you should just run through.
I was going straight through.
No. Like I saw you rotate around.
Like the outside?
Yeah,
That's probably just as I'm turning my camera.
I see.
Okay.
You want? Do you want me to
Right
take
there.
that? Do you want me to take that spot? I can do it. I can just run through. Because like,
Yeah, I did too, Aizen, and then I realized I was wrong, and then I was like, oh, we're both very confused.
so I stack like, if the boss is facing A, I stack over like on the on the back left side, so
But
you can
if I'm
stand there.
are we gonna swap stacks then?
Oh no, this is for the knockback. Like this is for the spread. If it's spread, Sifa, just for the spread. If for the spread mechanic after after Darkest Dance, and only if it's spread.
Oh, that's right, because I can get knocked back. What? Yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
like
So it
the
doesn't
past.
matter
the
where I get knocked back. Okay, I got it. I got it.
Right. This is only if it's spread. If it's gap closer, obviously you stay with your
Right.
healer.
Okay.
Because I think I can get to your spot faster than you can, just for safety's sake.
Okay.
Now that's Sieg.
I will say that the boss doesn't really auto me while in between the HP to 1 cast and the raid wide, so you don't have to worry too much about me.
I've noticed that.
of ruination. Smite my foe!
Again. Light party groups do not get closer.
Like as hell.
Unless you're Sieg, because I'm a god. I'm gonna move the boss a little bit, so watch out, Ryoko.
Okay.
Just gotta keep him like directly in the sand. Okay. Ah, fuck it. Good enough, I guess.
Past, present, future. Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
Freaking hell is yellow.
I'm too far. Yes, I am. Shit. Dead.
Oh, I don't know which one.
I got hit
You-
by Doom.
You could have gotten hit by the fire, actually, Sifa. That could be why.
I'm
Ow.
super confused.
So the doom is if you got hit by
Hit
something
by
that you're not
two,
supposed to get hit
yeah.
by.
Well, I
So
guess
were
I
you-
guess
were
me
you
and
fire?
Maya were just I was fire, but I think me and Maya were just too far up because I think we both got.
Alright, I really gotta look
there.
at the blue tether. I only noticed
Yeah,
it
you
the
were a
one
little too
time.
far
Me and,
forward.
me and
that
her
time
were
I
like
didn't
neck and
look.
neck with each other, just too far forward, and then we got clipped by lasers.
Yeah.
I need to pee real quick. I've been holding it for like 30 minutes. I'm not smoking, I'm just peeing. Hold on.
Okay.
It's not a leader.
I didn't say anything, but okay. Any questions while we wait? I did note that whoever was the fast fire on the southeast side, relative to the traffic light, clipped Sifa with the laser or with their fire. That's why she got double doomed.
Wait, when does the gaze go out?
Second.
So it goes out the same time as ice? Slow
It-
ice?
No. It goes out at the same time as the second laser.
Okay. That might have been? Yeah, because I also got Doom and I was ice and I baited the second laser.
So you baited the second. Well, if you baited the second laser correctly, and the healers are standing like behind you, like if I'm looking at the boss right now and the healers are like where Ari is, you should not get hit by anything except for your own laser.
I don't
That was
think
the,
that I don't
Actually-
think that Sifa got the first laser.
Yeah, let me go check.
I remember facing north, and I don't think that Sifa got a laser.
Actually, that is a good point. I am actually going to do a big memer move and just look at Ari's clip
Go for it. Because like I said, I wasn't sure if I was in the right spot there.
Because at this point we do need to take a look at every single mistake and scrutinize every single mistake.
And that's the end of the fight, right? After that.
I
Yeah,
wish.
totally.
It's just DPSing, right?
Yeah. Dummy fights are back, baby.
No, it's just casting heals over and over while
Let me go
everybody else
find that clip.
DPSs.
Okay, I'm gonna go clip these. And Ari, you died because Sifa was dead, so there wasn't another tank to take the big hit damage.
Yeah.
If you were curious.
Okay.
That's why you got hit for like 148k. That
Yeah, I thought I
148K
was doing alright, and then I just got deleted.
You were good up until that Sifa didn't exist. Okay, let me. I found the clip. I just gotta clip it real quick. Let's go. We'll go over it together.
Maybe we should go over it after we do pulls, since we only have 40 minutes left.
I guess that is fair. That's fine. We can do that too. But I
Just
will
work
go.
out
I will go.
walking.
I will go over it little by little, as
Okay.
as the clip goes and shit.
Okay.
I shall fulfill my duty as the Oracle of Darkness!
I need to stand in the middle at the start.
By
I'm
the
always standing
will
off
of
to
the
the side.
ancients!
Um,
Whispers of ruination. Smite my foe!
Fucking. Do not get closer. Rip.
I got Sifa.
Past, present, future. Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
Wait. Okay. Super confused for a second.
You guys clip each other.
We did.
Yeah. Or two people did.
Oh, I didn't like.
And we didn't have any ice people baiters.
The ice people got doomed.
Oh, you guys got hit by the laser. You guys don't go to your spots right away. You guys stand like where the healers are, because
Down
otherwise you
here.
might. Yeah, you guys stand like on the healer, because like if you guys have fast ice, you will clip the tanks and the healers with you. That's why you don't want to do. You want to stack on the healer. If you have ice.
Well, it was fast fire there.
I know, but the ice people were standing already standing in their second position spots.
I was too far into.
That's why that's the only reason. That's the only way they could have gotten hit by Sifa and my laser, unless they weren't standing exactly on the healers, because the healers didn't get hit.
I just go to this max melee spot. I love a good dick and balls.
Yeah, we were in a little bit. I was stacked on him, so.
I shall fulfill my duty
Oh,
as the
fuck.
Oracle of Darkness!
Middle again.
Yeah.
By the
Thanks,
will
guys.
of the ancients!
You know, if we still haven't gotten it at the end of this instance, no big deal. We're probably gonna go to E4 or something to practice the movements if we really need to. Because this part is actually the hardest part
Whispers of ruination.
of the
Aizen, you need to
fight.
stand closer to the middle.
My foe!
That was also my fault for putting it wrong. But also, you didn't move into it.
Do not get Venn diagrammed.
I'm just gonna max melee my positionals.
At this point, you don't really have to tuck in yet. You tuck in like after this first mechanic, whatever it is. Yeah, this is where you would tuck in, if you really need to chase that positional. And this is gap closer. New spots for me and Sifa.
Fucking goddamn it!
What happened?
I just went off to the side too much.
You want me to bait it?
No.
Okay. Oh, just wipe it. Nobody's alive. Shockwave Pulsar's a bitch!
Where do you want me to mantra Ari Winter?
I don't know this fight near well enough at all to know when to want mantra.
I mean, do you want it for basic relativity or do you want it earlier?
I will say the hardest hitting ones. The hardest hitting stuff are the relativities. And
But
do you,
I've got the star down there. I find that shockwave a bit more difficult, but I don't know what Ari's got.
every single
I
shockwave should be reprised. That's for sure.
don't have any
Go ahead.
preferences.
Okay.
How long is cooldown on mantra?
90.
90. For now, just use it like before relativities, so
Okay.
you know, like like
before?
they can buff up the shield and shit.
Yep. Alright. That's how I've been doing it, but I'm just asking.
Cause like the thing is like there's a whole bunch of AOE's, but there's like only like 3 or 4 relativities, and those hit the hardest. There is one point where you could feign the Darkest Dance if you want to, because Darkest Dance is physical. And that Darkest Dance bait is basically a tank buster.
I'll try to paint that one.
Whispers of ruination. Smite my foe!
I don't know why I can't just like place this thing under the boss. Stand with the rest of this.
God damn it, crit. Inferior, why the fuck did you crit? It's a practice run!
Okay.
Do not get closer.
Oh, are we? Good grief. Totally. Oh my god, why am I super confused here?
I should have saved my reprisal for relativity there.
Oh, yeah, we should be alternating.
Yeah.
Present. Future.
This one's gonna hurt.
Infinite possibilities.
Also, we can virus the
Into a
relativities
single moment.
because they are magical and not darkness damage. Cake with Sifa.
One of the ices wasn't where they needed to be.
Yeah, that was me. I was too busy watching, like, everything else.
Let's die together, Ari. At least we all died in a pile.
Yeah, just remember you cannot kill nobody can kill each other there. It's just shit. Just keep going. We already know what happened there. I can't tell what your positioning is, dude. I have to look at the overall mechanics first, or how well everybody else is doing. If you're not being called out for your mistake, or if you know you did it right, you should be good. But if you're not sure, then
I shall fulfill my duty
we'll have to
as
talk
the
after,
Oracle of Darkness.
because we need to save time and do more pulls.
By the will of the ancients. Whispers of ruination. Smite my foe!
Gap closer for this one.
Okay.
I did not make it in time. My bad.
I got K.
Gonna fix the boss here if I can.
A little bit more.
Past, present, future.
Oh,
Infinite
did you
possibilities
you did.
condensed
Okay.
into a single moment.
It's fine. Just keep practicing. Like party groups at this point. Better.
I was too close to the ice.
Healers do want to move a little bit in than max melee because the tanks will be taking max melee at that point.
For 2.
Or 2, yeah. Just
Yeah,
move
I
like
do.
like one step in.
I move like here. Is that alright?
Yeah, just like slightly in. So the tanks will be like right here.
But you mean
Yeah.
going the other way, right? Because you're going towards west. There.
Winter. So it-
What do you mean?
If we were knocked here and you went this way, you're moving towards west.
Oh, knocked,
You need to
okay.
move this way.
No, I was talking about the second beams.
Oh,
yeah, we were
okay.
we were talking about.
Oh,
we were
sorry,
Talking about the
okay.
base beam. So
Wait,
if max melee was like where Sieg is, you guys would be like moving like slightly inwards,
Yeah.
like lined up with the dick and
Okay.
balls.
Was the second laser good?
Second laser was, I don't know. I think it was mostly good, but people were getting lasered, so I can't tell. We have to keep going for now.
Okay.
I'll pull up the critique later on. I was just critiquing what I saw.
This music is dope.
I shall fulfill my duty as the Oracle of Darkness. By the will of the ancients.
Yeah, like totally failed to healing there.
Whispers of
My God.
ruination. Smite my foe!
Back in a little bit.
Faint.
Yeah, closer.
See, oh, that was
You
my
can just-
bad.
you can
That
just
was
stay
my
there.
bad. Yeah. Sorry.
Just wipe it. We're not
I
gonna survive.
literally murdered him.
Like, you don't have to follow me. Like,
No,
nobody else.
it was muscle memory to move, and I was like, oh shit. Like, as soon as it, like, went off, I was like, wait.
I'm like,
no.
if I don't make my way all the way over there, I might as well just take, like, the northwest.
Yeah.
quote-unquote spot.
Yeah.
Let me repair real quick.
Oh,
You mean like this?
Repair during pull.
I shall fulfill my duty as the Oracle of Darkness. By the will of the ancients. Whispers of ruination. Smite my foe!
Gap closer. I was like, where did Sifa go?
I don't. Near me.
I used
Maybe
it.
Oh.
Give me a heart attack.
Wow, this is actually perfectly centered.
Present. Future. Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
Don't forget to. Yep.
Well, I was dead. I don't know how I died, but I was dead.
So that time I think the second laser bait was a little bit off right there. I think it was the west laser, or
Oh, yeah,
the east.
Whoever was on the right, well, like, it was, you were so far out. I mean, I don't know. I mean, did it hit anybody?
It hit. I think it hit Sifa. That's why she died.
Yeah.
All right, just go again. We'll just take these critiques like outside so we can see, without having to deal with the time limit.
I shall fulfill my duty as the Oracle of Darkness. By the will of the ancients. Whispers of ruination. Smite my foe!
It is the gap closer.
Present. Future. Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
Don't forget light party groups after this. No, always run towards the boss. I mean, that was fine, I guess.
We're getting it.
Just keep
Slowly
going,
but
just keep going.
surely.
Just keep going for practice, so you guys can see what's next.
Yeah, Maya, you went too far out there.
I will be holding Trick until after relativities, by the way.
Go opposite.
Why?
Go to A. Look where the light's going. Dodge to 3 if you want.
Buster.
I should go this way? Oh,
Middle.
in the middle.
And then this is where we
Ow.
spread.
Oh, because it jumps to a random map. Okay.
So, okay, I'm confused. Why would you hold trick attack there if we're doing uptime strat and everybody's hitting the boss?
Succumb to the darkness.
Because of the
We
stun.
did. I'll save us.
Because of
Look
the
at all
what?
these
Sorry?
cooldowns.
The stun, you know how you get stunned?
Yeah, the stun at the end could fuck you up.
That
Let me.
eats up.
I can always check like what my ninja does. But yeah, but that was almost perfect except for that one death, and also the water.
I blame you for that, Sieg.
I'm like, why? I'm like, I know I got hit by it, but I'm like, why the hell are they not going towards the boss?
'Cause I
But yeah,
can
like
heal.
you guys wanna peter out like a little bit to the left and right. At that point, I think my healers use insta heal, but we like move to the boss.
Okay. Maya, you went to like between 2 and B, but you need to be a bit close to the boss so that I don't clip you with my laser. Because that's what killed you there.
Yeah. So in that particular part, oh, okay, she knows. Okay, we're good.
Okay, sorry. I was just checking.
How dare you? That was almost perfect. So actually, this is not a bad strat. This is actually easier to learn than the other one, the actual strat.
The downtime spread.
The
Glad
standard
you-
strat.
Fulfill my duty as the
I
oracle
mean, good luck
of
hugging.
darkness.
Good luck finding a rep to and teaching this. But if you guys learned it this quickly, maybe the rep won't have a problem.
By the will of the ancients.
Yosho. Oh, yeah.
Whispers of ruination.
I don't think the casters are losing too much of enough time during that strat. That was my only concern with this. But we are more melee heavy than caster heavy.
Oh, that was stack.
Yes, Kay. That
Oh
was...
look, there's a perfectly nice edge.
I was really confused
bad.
there.
I'm like, bruh, if there's only one
I knew it
marker,
was stacked,
or
but I was
literally
like,
two
where the
markers,
heck
you
does
should
this
know
thing
what it
go
is at
off?
this point.
But my melee brain gotta go to the boss.
Dude, I was already thinking about basic. I don't know.
I mean, honestly, you guys can, but like, if you guys do it the same way I do, I pre-pop sprint, and then I hit it once, and then I run back to winter. So I'll still stay in the stack, just for that one additional
I
GCD.
shall fulfill my duty as the oracle of darkness.
Again, it's like 9 out of 10 it works. The only one time it didn't work was when I did it with winter, because I was astonished by the
will
deaths.
of the ancients.
Divine Veil keeps falling off, by the way.
Whispers of ruination.
Winter?
Smite my foe.
I don't know what
It's
you mean.
fine. It's fine. It's their
Yeah, no
healing,
one-
man.
no-
they just
nobody's
they just
dying, so
they
we're
just
good.
want to heal more. It's okay. They just want to heal more.
Well, I want to prep my other heal.
It's fine.
It's
It's
spread,
just a-
Maya.
It's just a, it's just a, it's just a 21k shield, you know. No big deal.
Yeah, that is no big deal.
Dude, I saw her just running circles around you.
Yeah, no, that was great. That was basically her way of
This
saying
is
pop
this
fucking divine fail.
Light parties. Not
Don't
spread.
Jump in. Don't jump in. Even though I have trick attack. Don't.
I mean, you can just run back to winter after that trick attack. This isn't perfectly metal. See, Ryoko, this is why I have to actually like, the positionals are always depending on if the boss is exactly in the middle or not. If he's in the middle,
Yeah.
great. He doesn't move.
Yeah, just slightly crying inside, but it's okay.
Present.
Look at over
I
it.
think that reprisal was way too
Infinite
fucking early. I don't know what I was
possibilities
thinking. I'm
condensed
sorry.
into a single.
It's fine. I have
moment.
reprisal for this. You can reprisal the other one if you want. The other shockwave. I'll just reprisal basic. You can focus on shockwaves. I'll focus on basics.
Oh,
Winter,
Should-
go in.
yeah, I tried.
And Ryoko didn't get it. Yeah, we're dead.
Well,
What do you
no,
mean,
I
go
My-
Go farther, like away from the north side. Like, don't forget, like you're going into the
I didn't
line.
die though.
You clipped the laser, too.
well,
No, that was because no one was over there.
I know, but you don't like you want to give the tanks more melee uptime, right? Or you
I
want
was
to
gonna
let the melee
say,
hit the.
were you able to hit the boss? Because I was like,
No.
I can't really
I was looking for
go
winter
in.
because I was looking for winter. I was like, so just go into this this bar right here, like this
Okay, will
outline.
do. Will do.
I wasn't able to hit the boss, and I'm just like winter.
yeah, I
I
kind of
thought you meant that you wanted me to sack myself. That's all.
No.
So used to going like right at the boss, but I need to remember that I need to let go of the side that my light party's on.
Guys, you guys have been doing max melee for like a couple
I shall
days now
fulfill my
in E12S
duty
Phase
as the
1, so
Oracle of
please.
Darkness.
You guys should be masters of max melee at this point. I say that when I see the occasional death to
By the will of the
death to Ramu
ancients.
tethers.
Whispers of ruination. Smite my foe!
Yes. Fudge. Why do you ask?
Fucking. Do not get closer. Yeah, I'm gonna have to readjust.
I was trying to put down my asylum there. I don't even have it. Maybe I've had it accidentally muted a few times.
Go ahead, Sika.
Past, present, future. Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
Ooh, it's those ones this time. Alright.
Oh my god, I made a dude. Rip.
I was too
What?
far.
How did I die there?
I gotta heal there.
Because I died, Winter, that's why.
Yeah.
So does the knockback do more damage if someone's dead?
Well, it has first two people to get hit by the knockback is the tanks.
Oh, that part. Now I get that part. Okay.
Okay. I think I might need to ask the healer to move like a little bit more left and right, because I think with like I got hit clipped by one of you guys. You were in my range of vision, so maybe like
I was here, and it beamed out that way.
no. I'm talking about like the second laser. So like instead of like standing just here, maybe like move like a little bit more to the left and right a bit, like closer to the how do I call this? Like the next line maybe.
I was here.
You were like here, I think. Like you were just like
I
right in
wasn't
front of it.
there then.
Well, one of you guys were, but yeah, just like taper Peter in a little bit more to the left and right.
Is that
'Cause
so
I
you
think I
don't
got-
get hit by the gaze?
I got hit by your gaze, yeah, just by looking at the boss. No big deal. All right, let's just go. It's just a small minor change for that. And I did not see what Kate died
This fight
to,
is crazy.
besides the fire.
Just one of those things where it's a clusterfuck of debuffs, but honestly, like, I do one thing, and one thing only. So it's, that mechanic's really easy for me. I just, like, have my set, set thing I do, and that's it. Oh, no, Winter, no. Saved Winter's life. I don't know if he knows I saved his life, but I did. Why? What? I'm so yeah, I think I'm just gonna do med 2 there. It's just safer. That works in both circumstances.
Do not get closer. Good enough.
Past, present, future. Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
Light parties.
Ow. Somebody was missing
Decent.
from my side.
Yeah, Maya died to the
Maya's on the
knockback.
other side though. So I think somebody from my stack or possibly
Rio
two
was
were
on my
the
side.
other side.
I think.
Wait, are y'all changing sides that y'all are standing
No,
on?
you have to be the like you have to go to her.
Well, yeah, but last
No, that
pool.
was me. I didn't go to the right side. That was me.
Okay. Well, I mean, I wasn't on Ari's side either.
Fine, just
but-
practice this. Go to C. The only people who have to tuck in are probably the tanks. But oh shit, that's right, I have to do this. Just practice.
Goodbye.
And now we can die.
Confused, I got hit by a damage down. But...
So Ryo, it's because we're going to the west, but because it flips around, it's the opposite from where it is at the
Whoa.
start.
Yeah,
So,
it is.
like-
It is a little bit confusing at that point. So
Well, I mean,
let's.
so I'm confused. So like, if like I'm ice, right, and I know that light party wise we're on the west side of the platform, right? Then I go over here.
Yeah, here's
our
here's what
light
we're
party-
here's. Let's clarify this then. If we're getting knocked from A, which group is going to C and which group is going to D?
We're getting knocked from A.
I think I was Ari's group. Yeah. Was I Ari's group? Yeah, I think I was Ari's group.
I mean, before you were. I mean, if everybody else wants to swap, but me and Winter just go to our sides. Like,
Yeah, just
that's
clarify
fine.
right now if you guys want.
I guess I'm just
Hold on,
confused
can I
because
interject for a second. So you're always gonna have a side where you're gonna get thrown off, like teleported on the DPS side, because it's either gonna be like from your baits or where you're proportioned. So I just go it based off of where I get knocked back. And
Yeah.
if
Just
all
look-
the DPS do that, then they'll automatically be in the correct group.
well, no, not necessarily.
Well,
Because
okay,
me
I'm
and
asking
Kay,
for
me and
ice.
Kay, me and
Hold
Kay
on, hold
could
on.
get.
Let me
ice,
explain since
but
we're
we're in the
short on
same
time.
group.
So say you and Kay are ice, one person has to go to C and you're going to drop down a time warp on C. The other person's going to have to go on D. And then the people in the middle, you have one DPS which is going to be a little bit more on the left, and another DPS is going to be a little bit more on the right. Those are your time warp positions. If you draw a line, you know exactly which group to go from that.
If you guys know where to go, then just go to your spots. It's just to clarify where you're going for the water stack. That's it. Those DPS just split for second tether. Okay. Yeah, just do it right now, just so you guys are clear where you're going. If we're getting knocked from A, that is.
I mean, I think it would just depend on. I mean, it's just so RNG about what DPS gets what, right?
This is for after everything resolves, Sifa. So it's after the knockback at the very end.
But if we're getting knocked, like, okay, like the boss is in the middle and we just got knocked back to this point, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Where are we going for our light parties?
I guess I'll go this way.
That's fine. As long as the tanks are both separate and both healers are separate, we just need 2 DPS on each spot. Doesn't matter who.
What we were saying is we were gonna split them like fire and ice, kind of like relative to what side you're going.
Yeah, you guys can do that too. It's just it really doesn't matter like which DPS as long as you guys know exactly where you're going. So just stand on your spots. I think K was going to D. Okay, that's fine. Right, just go again. Don't got much time.
Last pull. Or second to last pull.
Yeah, second to last. I would say that like we were basically at the first like basic relativity is like the minute and a half.
It's a wrong person.
I shall
Not that it matters
fulfill my
at
duty
all.
as the Oracle of Darkness. By the will of the ancients. Whispers of ruination. Smite my foe!
Stackity stack.
Do not get closer. It's a little bit skewed. Make some adjustments. Okay, good.
Past, present, future. Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
Light party groups after this. Ouch. Goodbye, everybody. Just jump.
Winter,
Just jump.
no.
Oh,
I got
you're
clipped
dead.
by Ice and he stood too close to me.
He wasn't in the two the 2 lines apart thing. I guess not.
So
I was-
imagine center line is the boss. I was all the way on this board. Like,
No,
because I
you
usually
stopped to
fall-
cast here and then you shifted and it must have clipped snapshot here.
For
So
sure.
I was only here.
That could be what happened. Need more use cases.
I shall fulfill my duty as the Oracle of Darkness.
Last pull. And then we'll take a break, probably,
By the
right?
will of
Shot.
the
Yes.
ancients.
Good, because I need to eat. and then we'll critique all these fucking polls, dude. Nah, we'll do that after 8.
Whispers of ruination. Smite my foe!
Do not get closer.
Stack, stack, stack.
Good enough, Sifa.
Past, present, future.
That's too soon then.
Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
The parties. Oh, the fire stack. Rip. All right, that was a good run, boys. Actually, no, we can do one more practice of basic if we do this quickly. 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds.
Yeah, let's do it.
You can call out if you have fire, if it's tough, or if you can call if you have ice.
I shall fulfill my duty.
But yeah, party
as
list
the
would definitely be
Oracle of
easiest
Darkness.
without a call out. I could move this a little bit back actually.
By the will of the ancients. Whispers of ruination. Smite my foe!
Do not get closer. I gotta move it a little bit for this one. It is going to move. Okay, decent, I guess.
Present. Future. Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
I got clipped by your laser, Sita. And that was a rip.
Was I too far south there?
If you weren't standing on the line, then that's probably why.
Now we gotta go do
Like we
first fight
discussed
again.
before.
I broke part of the line.
Weird. No worries for now then.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Let me upload this. And I need
I
to
gotta
figure
upload. I gotta upload that clear.
Oh
My-
yeah, your 99 percentile.
My
Is that your
fine.
name?
99th
You
percentile.
don't need to do that. That's all right.
I'm hoping that
Come
that
on.
53 is a blue and not a green.
It is a blue.
Well,
Under
no.
50 is a green.
Well, I know, but like when you
Oh,
look at
after
my
they change?
actual log, when you look at my actual log, is it gonna stay a blue?
Let's see.
I mean, like, don't you guys like want to, like, want to prove that you actually cleared it?
Hell
Yeah.
no.
44.
I have-
Not great.
Just relax, and just let me get this one thing for myself, my 99th percent.
Oh yeah, dude, I got that 13. Let's go. I actually have no
We're
idea
matching.
how that was the
Pixar
clear
didn't
run, 'cause
happen.
the trick attack got
TJ.
delayed. Fucking.
I mean, it's very easy. Nobody died.
Nah, I died.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
53 is a 31 on my log. Feels fucking bad, man.
Oh,
fine.
because no, that's because this doesn't take out dance partner. I don't think.
Well, it'll show in your thingy. Don't worry about it. In your
Yeah.
character parse.
28.
Yeah.
In the summary, I don't think it takes out dance partner.
Time to jump to Ari's stream to see who's shit talking me.
Everyone.
Oh fuck, hell.
Alright.
I mean, for the most part, we are actually improving on that part. I will say that much.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a snack real quick. I'll be right back.
I can't hear you listen to a word he said.
He said, "I'm gonna go grab a snack real quick. I'll be right back."
I'm
I thought he
also
said
gonna
you're
run
a-
AFK quick.
Wow, how dare you? Okay.
I'm.
I don't believe you guys. I don't believe you guys. Pixar didn't happen. Alright, I will be back in about 3 minutes. I just wanna run AFK a little bit. Don't go anywhere, I'll be back. Oh my god, I'm mute this. You end up getting attacked from both sides, and then you get fucked. I think I'll be better served here. Okay. I think people are good on that one. Ooh, we can go sandwich flames. You kind of need to be sandwiched a little bit because they're beating us. There's an A in the middle that I think we're getting. Easy peasy. Yeah, no one's. Oh, a little bit of maelstrom. Yeah. You're too late. And then I'd like to get this A, but I don't think enough of our team is going this way. But no one else seems to be either, so okay, I guess we'll just get free A. That works. We're back in the lead. Oh, we're gonna have an epic battle over A. Okay. Oh god. Oh, I actually have oh yeah. Forgetting that I have lily stacks. Fudge. Alright, we got it. Oh, 1600 to win still though. We're at like 600. Oh no. My poor what is this? Does the sides do all the same thing? And it doesn't give you mana. Essentially, it's all the same. Oh, I have misery too. Somebody needs to get miseried. Oh, we got an S rank. We might get a free S rank. Oh, there's some Maelstrom coming. I don't think they're gonna get through us though. There's not enough of them. And it's already gonna flip soon. Hello, I'm back. More triplets. Stellies. Alright. Let me unmute. I'm back.
Hello,
Welcome.
me. Gotta say, the new computer does feel pretty nice, though.
What GPU is it running?
This isn't raid
3060
talk.
Ti.
Oh, nice.
I totally don't know this next mechanic. But I
still
think it's
remember
fine.
back when I was playing this game with a 970.
Because we're probably just gonna
Yeah,
go
I
back in and
literally
wipe.
just upgraded from a 960.
Part 1, a bajillion times. I want to call it Door Boss, but it really
Those were
doesn't
the
feel like Door
days.
Boss. They're like legit 2 fights. 2 like.
And I ran 970 like for like 5
And
years.
usually Door Boss is just like a little like gatekeeper fight. But except Door Bosses have just been getting longer and longer. And to the point now where it's just like 2 halves of a single fight.
Yeah, I ran a 960 for
Instead of being like a short fight and then a normal fight. Now we just get like 2 medium length fights. Honestly, I guess I shouldn't complain about that because I like shorter fights.
Alright. Back. See where everybody else is.
I imagine us wiping to first phase in for 45 minutes.
Probably.
That is what I
Yeah,
also imagine.
people have.
I mean,
yeah,
wait, if you guys,
got
well,
phase two,
we'll
and
talk
it's
about
like-
it. We'll talk about it later, but I don't know if you guys want to. It's up to you guys if you guys want to extend your times, but it's probably better if you do, considering.
Well, I think Ari had plans after.
Well,
we
not
had
tonight. I'm saying like for future raid nights, because like
for
asking,
Prague.
yeah, because like asking it like the day of is always iffy for people.
Yeah. We had kind of mentioned it last night, but I think Ari had already left chat when we mentioned it.
That's true. Or just mention it like before, like outside of a raid day.
I was just too excited about my new computer. Okay. I'm sorry.
What's this fight?
Winter, please!
We're gonna one-shot this guy.
Oh no. Now Ari said it.
Well, it was nice knowing you. Goodbye, 99th percentile.
What are you talking about? That
Hey,
99% 's
Teddy.
there forever.
Rip 100.
Not for this one.
Oh, I'm supposed to do things. I was like, wait, how do
That
I
attitude. Oh,
how do I
fuck.
do this fight? Oh,
Oh my god.
that's not how this
What
goes.
are you doing?
There's a perfectly nice edge right there.
Oh my god.
I didn't have to stance on.
Good one shot, guys.
Yosho didn't direct hit or crit. That's fine.
I'm like, thank God, my pot comes up like 8 seconds later.
Oh yeah,
Otherwise, I'd be cursing
potting.
at Sifa right now.
I forgot
Oh,
to
yeah,
pot.
no.
They're
I
all
potted.
cursing at me anyway. I also potted if it makes you feel any better.
Oh my god, it's bedtime.
Everyone should be potting. I don't know what.
Yeah.
No, for Paladin, their pot comes up like really late, like 8 seconds later, a couple
It
of
is
GCDs into
bedtime.
it,
That is true.
just to be able to hit
Except
pot
I gotta
up
play
with
some
Meteor.
Beat Saber after this for like an hour.
So I get to laugh if we like.
I have 3 more days of Beat Saber, and then I want to continue playing Beat Saber, but it's not quite so obligatory. Oh yeah, spread.
Oh, hi. Look, there's a perfectly good edge right there.
Oh my god. I even said spread to myself, and then like
I'm like looking, I'm like, oh no, Ari's just right
I
there,
knew
and
what
I
it
can't go
was, and
anywhere.
yet I did like the completely wrong thing. I have no idea. uh...
Memes.
Alright.
Join the
Less
outlaws,
failure.
never to be parted.
Wait,
Unbound by
what
past
the
or
hell happened to
future
my
in
brain
this
there?
single perfect moment.
Okay. I can't just say mechanics. I have to actually like process them and internalize them and like understand what the words that I'm saying actually mean in terms of what I have to do. Because apparently there was a little disconnect there.
We shall draw your memories from you.
Alright. This time is
Light
stack.
parties.
This time is stack. Alright. This is fine. Alright,
Sides and max melee.
sides out.
And light parties.
Ooh.
Stay.
Diamond dust.
Memories of ice.
Oh, it's gonna go poorly. I think I'm... No? I went the right way. Okay. Why did I, like, not know what was going on there? Oh no. We lost Sifa.
Keep going. Reprising here. Oh, I can't reprise it here. Never mind.
Memories of earth.
Earth and Fury. North, south is blue and not blue. South of blue.
2, 3, 4, yellow 1, 2, orange 8.
I don't think the star was up before that.
Must you interfere?
together next. In and diagonals.
North, south.
In north-south max melee, remember that.
I'm 3 and north. 1, 2,
3.
3. Where'd it go?
North-south max
North-south.
melee.
What am I doing?
In and diagonals. Arm's length surecast. In and diagonals. In and diagonals. Cleave.
Oh, we all lived.
Do not fuck this up. In and sides.
Okay. In and sides.
Remember that. Spread first. Spread first. Sides and max melee and spread. Spread, 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 spread. What was it?
Inside
Thank
stack.
you. Hear that, everybody? Insides and stack. And
I
stack.
remembered.
And stack. Pot. Well, too late now, but pot. Boggers.
Hog.
All right, don't jump off, except for me, because I'm eating.
Jump off, everybody. Got
No. No.
The fusion is undone.
We didn't
Is
wait
she
for
alright?
45 minutes, just for like 15. That's fine.
I should not have LB'd. I should have just, you know,
Yeah, we didn't have to LB.
should have saved my parts, dude.
It's okay. I missed the Brotherhood entirely, and by the time I realized it, it was like, well, now I just
Yeah,
have to
don't watch
fucking hold it.
spoilers.
My entire
Yeah.
rotation was fucked.
Yeah, I fat fingered Faint rather than Brotherhood.
I actually should watch this
Nice.
cutscene
Yeah.
because I like haven't been paying attention, so I don't
While
even
we're
know what's
progging,
happening in
we're
it.
gonna keep the pot timing there, just in
Yes,
case.
I
While we're still
remember.
progging.
Yo, can we skip the cutscene,
I
please?
am Gaia.
Come on. Who's still watching? Let's go.
Mine was the seat of
Oh,
We've
life.
already
yeah.
loaded into this instance before. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Cause that's how this works.
Just
I
pretend you're
shall
playing the
restore
piano.
the power of darkness to this star.
Alright.
Her outfit would be looking
I
pretty
shall
nice though.
fulfill my duty as the Oracle
Fuck
of
the Oracle.
Darkness.
You.
Is it sad? Oh my god, Jonas, is it sad that like when he
By
said
the
that the
will of
first
the
thing that came to my
ancients.
mind was fucking little Oracle? Jonas, just jump off, we're wasting time! You're practicing Scathe?
Oh my god.
More cursed words have
I'll
never
set a,
been
a
spoken.
food check before we pull the game.
Rip forgot
But if
FC
he
buff,
casts
but okay,
Scathe,
whatever.
he doesn't have to stand in Narnia. So, honestly, I'm okay if he wants to be a Scathe mage. Alright, Sieg is pulling on this stuff.
I shall fulfill my duty as the Oracle of Darkness.
Hey, Johnny, how's it going?
By the will of the ancients. Whispers of ruination. Smite my foe!
I hate when it's spread first.
Do not get poser. I gotta move him. A little bit.
Telling noob stories. We had level classes for skills. Yeah.
Good.
Forgot about that, sort of.
Past, present, future. Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
Where's the yellow? There's the yellow. Blues are south. Alright.
Was I
You aimed it wrong.
my south?
Yeah, you were more south than north there.
I can do that.
Oh god. Ow.
Yeah, Sifa didn't see the actual traffic light, I think. You aimed it away from the traffic light, Sifa.
I feel like I'm not the right person
Yeah,
to
I was south.
ethereal
to
manipulation
north.
to
I just-
there, but
Did I hit anybody with my
Sure.
laser?
Hard to tell. That was when everything started fucking up though, like the initial laser.
Yeah.
Well,
also I
I
was
shall
like real
fulfill my
confused there
duty
about
as
like
the Oracle of Darkness.
where I was trying to run to. It's got really turned around.
By the will of the ancients.
Maybe need a way to GCD there.
Whispers of ruination. Smite my foe!
Got closer for
that
this
was-
one.
That was the wrong button. I won't have mantra for relativity.
Go ahead, Siva. Don't forget stance.
No.
Present.
Winter. Too much healing.
Future. Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
Tank stance, Siva.
Yellow is that way. Blues are to the north. I'm going to see after. Just,
I'm sorry.
This part is just like so chaotic. What the hell?
I literally
I
lost
should be
what the fuck was
here.
going on there. I thought I was dead.
Just jump off.
I'm trying to find the fucking traffic light. That's the problem I'm having. Like I tried to just swing my camera around, and that wasn't working. So I was looking for
Here's
the
what you-
tethers,
Here's what you do, Sifa. So the yellow lines from the boss.
Yeah, that's why I said I looked for that, and then I found that works better, and then I looked no light south, so I looked north, and then by that time I was south, and I thought I was north, but I was south. So it's just gonna take.
Would it just
Oh,
would it just be
wait, where
easier
there's
to
a
line
blank
up a
one,
seam
it'll
there?
be opposite.
No, because I mean I can't just do that every fucking time. I'm not gonna rely on somebody else if, like, no.
I meant I think he meant like my position.
Oh, on the opposite side.
Yeah, so because like if Sieg's in the right spot, then if you mirror that on your side, then your lasers aren't gonna hit each other.
But if he's in the wrong spot,
I mean, is Asian
he's up
Dad gonna be in the
you're
wrong
on-
spot?
I mean it's happened in the past, not often. But either way,
Not
I can.
this time.
I want to fucking get it sorted out. Just apologizing for my mistake. That's all.
Not for yellow traffic light, I haven't.
That's not who I was supposed to hit.
I shall fulfill my duty as the Oracle of Darkness. By the will of the ancients.
I had to decide there like what two buffs I wanted to use because I wanted to use like 4 and I was like, no, you don't need all 4. Oh no, what?
Whispers of
I'll get
ruination.
healed.
Did you miss your own bubble?
My foe!
Maybe.
It is possible because you were standing where I usually stand.
Somebody's gonna have to adjust.
Yep, closer.
I got Sifa.
Wait, how'd you guys clip each other there?
My only guess is I was not max melee.
Past, present.
We're dead here, probably. I just jump
Did
off.
that not go off?
Possibilities
That's bullshit.
condensed into a
Yeah, the
single
residence didn't go
moment.
off, so just jump off. Because, like, we're not gonna survive with 2 deaths.
I didn't have enough mana for the res anyway.
That could have possibly been. I might have been lagging because if you saw, it said trick attack went up, but it stood at 15 for like 3 seconds before it actually started counting down. So that might have been part of it. It was really weird. I've never seen that happen before, but
Sieg see who's
Oh, the max
tanking.
melee for
Use.
60.
How is your flight to Texas, by the way?
I shall fulfill my duty as the Oracle of Darkness! By the will of the ancients! Whispers of ruination. Smite my foe!
Not gap closer. I'm gonna move it a little bit more.
Why did I put a size out so late?
Good.
Past, present, future. Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
Lose our south. Oh my
Too far,
god.
Simba. You clip the group.
I'm literally standing on the line.
Which line are you standing on?
I'm standing
On this big one or the small one?
On the small one.
You definitely weren't that time, I'm pretty sure.
No, I was. I double checked because like, okay, I got time because I'm actually in the right spot this time. I will show you. Hold on, exactly where I was standing. I was on. Hold on. This line right here. I looked to make sure I was in the right spot, and then I looked to see where you were after I looked to check where I was on the ground. You were right across from
It's easier for me to show broadcast from our. We have all the time in the world right now, technically. I'm just gonna pull it up real quick.
I mean, we have all the time in the world if we get kicked out, but not before
Close in.
raid ends, but sure.
Pretty sure I was.
You were
right
like,
where-
you were one over. So if
I was
this was
here?
if this was west, no, you were supposed to be here. You were here.
No, I was not that
I'm looking
far.
I'm looking at Ari's stream right now.
All right, but okay.
I'll screenshot it.
No, it's fine. I'm just whatever the thing says, but that's not where I was.
I swear, I'm just here.
Video evidence.
It's fine.
Wasn't
Whatever.
there.
I'll get it. Let's not waste
Okay.
time.
All
Or
right, all
arguing
right.
over something like that.
All right, all right.
Oh no, it's got my face in it. Alright. Wait, did I just do Seabig? I totally did. Whatever. I should probably just stop doing that. It doesn't even make any difference on this fight.
By the will of the ancients!
That would have covered it, by the way.
Whispers of ruination. Smite my foe!
Give me stack. I think I'm more time to get back in here than I think I do.
Fucking
Not quite as much as I wanted.
do
though.
not get closer.
I just fat fingered mantra, sorry.
I went too far. Just take it, Tifa.
Past, present, future. Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
Fast ice.
Blues are north.
Oh, fucking
I didn't know where to go. It's okay.
Oh,
I was tilted by the positioning of the boss.
I'm doomed. I'm not gonna make it.
I'm triggered because I had no problems with this before.
Well, I'm just gonna stop.
I shall fulfill my duty as the Oracle of Darkness. By the will of the ancients.
I wonder if I could put Asylum down pre-pull and have it still up a little bit.
Whispers of ruination. Smite my foe!
I mean, of the other fights, yes. This one we haven't cleared yet.
Do not get closer.
Stack, stack, stack.
Okay.
Past, present, future. Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
Blues are south.
Oh, I'm so sorry, I got that wrong.
Ow.
Rip. Bye bye.
I mean,
Oh. Why did I take that right? I regret this.
Quick healer LB!
I got this, guys. Don't worry. Oh no, she interrupts my heals.
The abyss awaits!
Rude.
sorry about that. I got my
Rio,
blue
do you have any
mixed up.
spots in your like opener to use mantra?
In my opener?
Yeah.
I mean, I could try to fit it in.
Because
Why?
if you use it there, it will be it'll be up for Hell's Judgment, which is the heal to 1, and then it'll also be back up for basic relativity. Because you said it's 90 seconds, right?
Yeah, I can try. Would have to be kind of early in the opener, though. I think.
I shall fulfill
early
my
pull,
duty as
sorry.
the Oracle of Darkness.
See how much of that is still up.
Speaking of early in your opener,
By the will of the ancients.
Oh, I like forgot what I was doing. My bad.
Whispers of ruination.
Oh my god.
Smite my foe.
I don't think that worked so well. Alright, we want to spread out
closer.
for this knockback.
Okay.
Oh, right, okay. And that's not up there. I think I'd rather it there.
good.
Past, present, future. Infinite possibilities condensed
Triple U.
into a single moment.
Blues are south. Damn it. No, I want to live.
Rip. Wipe it.
What did I get clipped by?
That was a gaze, Sifa. So we can't be like, we can't be directly on top of each other. We have to be like right next to each other if we have
Oh,
gaze.
okay.
So just pretend like this is the spot. I'll just be like on this side, I guess if the
Okay,
light's at
and
C,
I'll
and then
be
you'll
on
be on
that
like,
side.
yeah. We just have to
Okay.
basically like wedge in together. That's it.
Alright.
I'm curious if I got hit by gaze there. Cause
If you looked at us, you probably did.
Well, I was facing the boss, so doubt I looked at you, but I might have
Probably
been
not.
even with you. So I don't think I got clipped by a laser.
I shall fulfill my duty as the Oracle of Darkness.
That would be nice.
By the will of the ancients.
My hair color looks different. It's like a little bit darker because I think it's just because I need to wash it. It's a little bit greasy. Is that what looks different? Or is it that I have too much of my roots coming in now?
Smite my foe.
Thanks, Funky.
Do not get closer. Go ahead, Sifa.
Past, present, future. Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
Doesn't look bad, thanks. Alright. South.
Light parties. Good.
Hey.
Good job.
We did it. Oh no. Now more,
The abyss awaits!
Go opposite of where the boss is facing. The first explosion will always be on the middle.
Oh, I see how that
Spread
works.
after this.
Oh no, not that way. Don't spread that way.
Yeah, never spread like in the direction of the like light puddle. Like spread where the light puddle has been.
I know what killed me.
All right.
I,
Does anybody need an explanation about that one, or
I don't really get that mechanic. I focus more on trying to get relativity when I was studying for the
okay?
fight.
Well, so the boss will always be jumping to a certain direction. Where she's facing, there will be a light coming from the middle of the arena for the first one. The light will always be going towards where the boss is jumping. So if the boss is jumping to B, for example, the light will start from the middle to B. This means that the first explosion will always be at A. And also what this means is that for most healers and range and casters, after the first explode, all you guys got to do is run to the middle. You guys don't even have to follow like the tanks. You guys can actually even stand like over here if you guys want. You guys don't have to move all the way. Like follow us. And then the boss, the light thing is gonna go either left or right. So it's either gonna go C or it's either gonna go D. Basically, if it goes C, that means the safe spot is there's gonna be like a line on the D. You always want to be behind that line, so you don't get hit by the line that comes out from A to B. And of course, that line will also not hit them. Would also enable you not to get hit by the middle AOE. So basically, after the first 2 hits came out, there's gonna be a tank buster, invuln, yada yada. So say the freaking light tether is going this way, for example. What this means is that after the middle one explodes, healers and range just run to the middle. Tanks and melee just deal with the tank buster. After the tank buster, tanks and melee basically like they stand on the wherever their safe spot was, which is at 4, and then they run from 4 to 3 to A without crossing that line, because that line the line will mean that you will be safe from the AoEs. If you go past that line, you're gonna get hit by the circle AoEs no matter what. After going to the middle, she's gonna be casting Shell Crusher, which is a spread mechanic or a stack mechanic, which we all have to take together. After the stack will be a Spirit Taker mechanic, which will be a spread, which will be like a spread sort of thing. What we can do there is we need to have like spots for people to dodge towards, and that spot would be where the markers are right now, because you always want to be, your safe spots will always be where in the direction the light, the Shiva circle light puddle thingy is rotating. So you never want to go, like for example, if it's rotating like towards C, you always want to have the safe spot like
I'm
on
glad
this
you
half
don't
of the
raid.
arena. If the safe spots, if the thing is rotating to 4, that means the safe spot is obviously wherever the light puddle is coming from, basically. Is that sort of clear to everybody? Sorta?
Kinda not really.
Kinda not really?
See it again.
I think seeing it more is better, because like we only have like 1 pull.
Yeah.
But watching that video, like,
Don't
that's
you
why I
wanna
asked
not
you guys to
run
watch that
towards the
video,
light?
so now you guys sort of
Your
know.
brain's trying
I
to.
watched a video, but I
It,
didn't quite
it makes more
understand
sense to
what
me
it
because
was.
I've seen it and did it. I would have trouble following.
And
if
we're
I
probably going to
was,
be using a different strat for intermediate, but it does get the same basics down. It's not, the strat that we're going to be using is not very different from what the video is doing. The only difference
Where's
is the boss.
Star? That was my
doesn't
old
really
braid
change where you
group,
work.
DJ.
how it works. It changes where you put it. That's all.
By the
Correct.
will of the ancients!
It's just some
Oh, shoot,
some
I gotta,
uptime
like,
for melees
do
instead of like having to
stuff. Oh, that was the
disengage
wrong
the boss
button.
from the
Whatever,
middle. They
sure,
disengage
cast,
like from
it's
a shorter
fine.
distance, a much shorter
This
distance.
is fine. We're fine.
Whispers of ruination. Smite my foe!
You understood me half of that. Oh, is that why you were confused? No, I've been, I've been in this group since, clearing Shiva of last raid tier. I did a lot of my prog with the other group, but they didn't actually clear. We were close, like really close.
Gap closer.
But, not quite there.
Oops.
No.
Okay.
What's that?
Yeah, I moved too far in.
I may have freaked you guys out too.
I didn't put anything down.
Nah, I didn't have a gap closer too. But the spread mechanic should have resolved before she started moving.
Past, present, future. Infinite possibilities condensed into a single moment.
Lose our south.
Don't go too far out, god damn it. Wow.
No.
I thought it was early ice. That's me. That's on me.
Ow.
You guys want to do one
Kaboom.
pull, or is that it?
Do one more.
I can do it.
Oh yeah, guys. Okay, I'll jump off. I'm like, bruh, why are you going all the way over there?
Well, I thought it was early ice, so like it doesn't.
I mean,
matter
just
how far
just
it is.
assume that it's always early and late ice, man.
It's always the two.
It's always both. Just assume that, because like, oh wait, where are the markers? Okay, there we go.
I shall fulfill my duty as the Oracle of Darkness!
Yeah, just assume it's always both of them. It's probably safest.
By the will of the ancients! Whispers of ruination. Smite my foe!
You want to stab?
Do not get closer.
Oh dear God.
Okay.
We are probably, if we don't get a res, we're dead. Unfortunately. Okay, maybe one death is doable. Maybe. It's just gonna hit really hard.
Present, future.
You can provoke. Oh,
Infinite
if you like,
possibilities
Sifa.
condensed into a single moment.
Yep, doable.
Blue is south.
Oh, got flipped by it. Shit. There'll be one death here. And only one water. So just stack together. Stack together here.
Everybody?
Yeah, there's only one water. Oh, there is two! It jumped to somebody else. Never mind, I lied. I guess that's
You're
what
on,
happens.
trying to murder us all. I see how it is.
I guess that's what
Okay.
happens when you die.
So, Sieg, on that one, I was on your side. Were you not close enough, or was I not far enough back?
No, I think I got hit by the laser.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
it's
I
just,
think
it's just-
Oh,
That
you
was
got hit by
me.
the laser? Okay.
yeah, it wasn't you. It was the laser.
Okay.
I mean, that was good prog. At least we got basic relativity down. Just keep watching the video. Also, before you guys stop, just don't forget to discuss if you guys actually do want to do extra next week or something. Before everybody leaves. It's up to you guys.
Good night, guys.
Wow.
Well, she
We can
had
discuss it
plans.
on the weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can discuss it in channel too.
Yeah, it's up to you guys. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go look at.
Alright, I'm just gonna drop. Anyways, that is gonna be it for me. I will be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Probably gonna do some Palace of the Dead. Haven't done that in a while because I've been raiding. Until then, what are you laughing at, DJ? Until then, I hope you guys have a good rest of your Friday night. Have a good Saturday. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.